Hello and welcome to this gentle morning stretch. We're going to be doing some lovely movements to help mobilize your body, to help ease away any stiffness and tightness you might be feeling from your evening's rest. So you don't need anything but yourselves and mat or just a space to move. And let's begin in a seated position with your legs crossed. Fingertips out to your side. You're just going to start by dropping your chin to your chest, sweeping those hands forward in front of you, rounding through the spine, drawing those shoulder blades apart. Circling those arms back to your sides and behind your hips, lifting the chest, lifting the head, and taking the island up to where your wall meets your ceiling. Then go ahead and circle those arms around and forward, rounding through the spine. Just gently flexing forward and then finding a little extension through the upper back. Let's just do a few more here, rounding forward and lifting the chest, rounding forward and sweeping those hands behind you to lift your chest. Bring it back to center, and we're just going to take a nice mermaid stretch up and over to one side, keeping both sit bones on the floor, pressing the floor away, and then sweep it up and over to the other side. And again, just a nice stretch and release to open up through the sides of the body, letting the rib cage just open up, releasing that top shoulder so you have a nice long neck. Just starting to bring a little bit of energy through the body as you sweep side to side. And last one. To bring yourself back through center. Now we're just going to flip it around into 4-point kneeling. We're going to take our thread needle. So just make sure your palms are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. One hand will reach up to the ceiling, find that rotation through the body, and then sweep that hand underneath your opposite shoulder to thread the needle, trying to take that shoulder down to the floor. Then go ahead and press out of that hand and reach the other hand back up to the ceiling. And go ahead and thread the needle. Press out of that supporting hand, reach back up. Go ahead and thread the needle, press out of it, and let's change to the other side. Go ahead and reach up to the ceiling. And then find that rotation as you send those hips back towards your heels, and then reach back up to reset. Press out of it and bring it back into 4-point kneeling. Now you can start here and just go into an angry cat and cow, so you round through the spine. And inhale to release and look forward to cow. Exhale to scoop the belly in and up, drawing those shoulder blades apart. And inhale to release and look forward to cow. You can either stay here or walk your hands forward and then bring your hips forward, so that way you can round through the spine, release the chest forward, and then send your hips back into a shell stretch. So you round through the spine like a wave, finding that beautiful articulation to mobilize your spine. Wake your body up. And of course, if this is just too much, just stay in that 4-point kneeling position, moving through cat and cow. Good, finish that last one. Go ahead and sit back into your shell stretch. Holding it here for a moment. Go ahead and walk your hands over to the right. Pressing those hips down. When you walk your hands to the right, keep that left hand on top of the right, and then walk your hands to the left, and then right hand will press down on top of the left. Then go ahead and bring it back through center. And slowly roll yourself up, back into 4-point kneeling. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Lift your hips up to the ceiling. Go ahead and pedal your heels to the floor. Resist those heels coming down to your mat. Just trying to stretch out any tightness through the back of your legs into your calves and hamstrings.
Feel free to circle the foot around, releasing into your ankles. Just breathing here. Keep pedaling those heels and then start to walk your hands back to your toes. Holding it here in this forward fold. Go ahead and soften those knees, tuck, and then go ahead and soften those knees. And then reach those hands behind your lower back, interlace those fingers, reach them up to the ceiling to open up through your chest and shoulders. Go ahead and give a little rock side to side. Then release those hands back down, soften the knees even more, tuck the tailbone under, scoop the belly in up, and slowly roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Head comes up last. And with your feet in parallel, just go ahead and reach up to the ceiling and take a small swing forward and back up, just to help realign your body. Just let it go. Take a big exhale, let it out. Come back up. And we're just going to circle those arms around and down to your sides. And then reach back up. And then reach that one hand up a little higher than the other. And you can just start pedaling it out, stepping it out. Just working through any spots that still feel a little stiff. Bring it back into parallel. Circle those arms around and down to your sides. Resist those hands coming to your hips as you feel like you grow taller for 3, 2, and 1. And there you have it. I hope you feel a little bit more awake and energized and that you have a lovely rest of your day. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss my weekly workouts every single Monday. You can also find me on social, and for full-length workouts, you can support my channel on Patreon. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, guys.